Sagittarius, welcome to the Onyx Moon Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. There is no gender in tarot. We're not going to take all of those. This is something that could have happened to you already, could be happening to you now, could happen to you in the future. I pull on the sun sign of Sag. Check your other placements. If this doesn't make any sense, that's okay. This is a collective reading. If it does make sense, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Let's see what that says. Yeah, nah. Okay, so somebody approached you with something, or you approached them with something, or something, and it's a nah. Geez, we're not going to take these either. Yeah. Oh, third-party situation. Okay. Nice way to start out. Third-party energy. Three of Pentacles reversed. Queen of Swords. Divorced queen. Only wants the truth. Okay, I can understand that. Being in that type of energy, if she's dealing with somebody, I mean, this could be you dealing that way, but this is, I mean, maybe somebody put you in a third party and now you only want the truth. Four of Pentacles, somebody holding back on speaking. Throat chakra's closed off, crown chakra's closed off, holding back on money, how much money they have, holding back on how they feel. So you could be dealing with a Queen of Swords that is wanting the truth, and you're not coming forward. Or flip this, you could be the Queen of Swords wanting the truth and somebody's not telling you because you found out about a third-party situation and they're not telling you the truth, or your Queen of Swords has found out about a third-party situation and you're buttoned up, not saying anything. Three of Cups. You have support of friends and family, it seems to be. Or you like to drink. Somebody likes to drink. Somebody is a liar, a cheater, a betrayer, possibly even a thief. Seven of Swords, Aquarian energy. Your foundation has cracked, okay? Only one person in this relationship was building. The other person was out there pretending to build, maybe saying the words, but they really were not involved in the actual building of the relationship, building of the foundation. The foundation was not built on trust, respect, and love. One person was putting in the work, the other person was engaging in third-party situations and having a good time. They were being a liar and a cheater and a betrayer, possibly a thief, holding back on how much money they had. They were secreting away money. So the foundation is cracked. Foundation is, this could have come as a big surprise to the other person because they thought that they were building something with their partner. Moving forward. Okay, what is moving forward? That is the question. Moving forward past this cracked foundation. Towards a King of Pentacles reversed. This is somebody that does things that are shady. This is somebody that doesn't have ethics. They make their money on the side, not ethically. There's no moral code here. Again, thief, cheater, liar, betrayer. Now, cheating doesn't always have to be in a relationship. You can be cheating somebody out of something in order to gain. Foundation cracked, but we're moving forward because we are continuing to line our pockets and behave as a King of Pentacles in the reverse. Contemplating where we are going to sow our seeds so that we can reap a harvest. Knight of Swords. All knights are about movement. This is the fastest knight in the deck. This knight is, whether it's upright or reversed, this knight is very slick with their words. They're very mean. They're a bully. They like to come in. Don't make me talk. Then they talk. They say what they want to say. And then they run away. Because they are a bully. They don't like anybody else to tell them about themselves. There is not a happy home. The home is not happy. And of course it wouldn't be. At one time it was. At one time it was, until somebody decided that they couldn't be satisfied. But you know something? This is a pattern. This is a pattern. They couldn't be satisfied, so they're going to move on to something that they think the grass is greener. Fun fact, they move on to the next one, whether this is you or the person that you were dealing with, your partner, who brought down this tower. They're going to move on to the next one. It's not going to be good enough there either. They need that thrill of the secret. They need that thrill of the cheat. This is a pattern. It makes them feel big. With this Knight of Swords, it makes them feel that they're a big shot. They have this little secret, and that they're getting something over on somebody. Doesn't matter how much somebody loved them. Doesn't matter how much somebody put into something. One person was doing the building. They were more than happy to take. One person was doing all the giving. The other person was taking, doing all the taking. And it made them feel good to be able to do that. To be out there living their sneaky little life and do all the taking. So when this goes away and they move on to the next, they'll do the same thing. Whether it's you or the person that you're dealing with. And whoever you're dealing with now, yeah, nah, they aren't interested in having that shit show around them anymore. Hence, we've got the Queen of Swords. All they want is the truth. Whether that's you or the person you're dealing with. Somebody did all the giving. And it was a 10 of Cups. At least in their mind. They thought that they had something. They looked around and thought, I really have, I've got it. I am blessed. They look at other couples and think, I've really got something. I really have the perfect partner. My wife is wonderful. My husband, I have him on a pedestal. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, no you don't. You got a lousy piece of shit. So that came as a real big surprise. So now all they want is the truth. And nobody is brave enough. Whoever's out there doing the dirt, they're not brave enough. They're not man enough or woman enough. They don't got the big balls. They got the big balls to be out there in the street with their dick or their coochie. Okay, they're out there and they're big enough to be doing that. Being the victim of whatever lies, and it's lies. Okay, to make them look good, to assuage the guilt of what they're doing to their partner. He did this, she did this, so I'm justified in going and sticking my dick in somebody else. Or laying down and opening my legs. I'm justified in doing that. No, you're not. If you're not happy, open your mouth, leave. Very simple. Very simple. Be the adult. But no, they're justified in doing this. They're justified in opening their legs and bringing home a disease and breaking the foundation and what was a happy home. Why? Because something is missing in them and they're not satisfied, and they will never be satisfied. If this was not the first relationship this person was in, 100% guarantee the relationship that they were in before, same damn thing. They weren't satisfied. So they had to leave that one and move on. Now they're not satisfied. So they're doing the same damn thing. Why? Because they need the thrill of secrecy. Makes them feel good. But they have to find something to justify it so their little dick can get that twitch to make them feel good. So you know something? If I'm talking to you, Sag, and it's not you that's doing the dirt, pack it up and walk away. And if it is you that needs a little twitch to your dick, you know, that's a sorry state of affairs. Whoever you're walking towards, you think it's your wish fulfillment. This person could drink or you could drink. A decision needs to be made and somebody's just not quite capable of making that decision. I don't know why. Everything at home's already been ruined. I'm saying you. Might not be you. Could be the person you're dealing with. Could be your spouse or your partner. But the foundation is cracked. That trust is gone. You will never get that trust back with the person that you have betrayed. It will never go back to the 10 of Cups again. Won't. Those days are over. Those blessed days of the 10 of Cups, that's finished. It will never go back to how it was. That person will never hold you up on that pedestal again. You will never have the respect of that person again. They're always going to see you as a lying, lousy piece of shit. Always. Even if they stay with you, even if there's no divorce, they're always going to look at you side-eye. Why? Why would you do something like this when all I ever did was give you the 10 of Cups and work on the 10 of Cups? I was the giver and you were the taker. So know that. Realize that. And if you're the one that it was done to, same thing. So why you're having a hard time making the decision should have been made before you fell on somebody's pussy or before somebody's pussy fell onto your dick. And here you are, Temperance. You want peace and harmony. Should have thought of that before all this shit went down. A lot of lies. Somebody likes to go out and spit lies. Somebody likes to do the sweet talking and not mean a word of it. Isn't that nice? Here we go again. We just want peace. We want peace. We don't want the smoke. No apology. Feeling justified in what was done. Just don't understand that. Wouldn't like it if it was happening to the person that's doing it, whomever that is. They wouldn't like being treated that way. A new perspective? I don't think so. I don't think so. The Hanged Man is a new perspective, but if there can't be an apology and accountability, I don't see how there's a new perspective. But that's just my opinion. Feeling a little overwhelmed. Again, I'm not... Well, okay, I can see feeling a little overwhelmed because we want peace and we want harmony. We don't want the smoke of what's coming from this. But you couldn't have expected, or they couldn't have expected this to... You think you're getting your wish fulfillment. I'm not reading this as you had your wish fulfillment. You had the 10 of Cups. It was golden. It was golden. And somebody fucked it up big time. Because they couldn't be satisfied. And why? Why? Because they're an egotistical, self-centered asshole. I mean, that's the bottom line. Entitled. I can have this, and 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 I can treat anybody how I want to treat them because of who I am. Pat my ass because of who I am. I'm entitled to do this. I am the victim because somebody said something that hurt my candy ass. So now I have to go out and I have to punish them. They might not know that I'm punishing them, but I know that I'm punishing them. So that makes it all good. What did I say? A choice needs to be made. You think that you're making the right choice. Well, good on you. Or they think that they're making the right choice. Well, good on them. Until it's going to be the right choice. Until it's not. Until that person is not satisfied again. It might be good for the first 6 months. Sure. Until what? Until you or that person says something that candy ass doesn't like. And then they have to be punished. And then that pattern starts all over again. And then that victimhood is slapped on their chest like a badge. I'm the victim. Just like I was in the relationship before, and the relationship before that, and the relationship before that. I am the victim. So now I have to go out and I have to make myself feel better because I am the victim. They said this to me, so let me go out and do something that's going to hurt them, even though they don't know. Because I'm a little man or a little girl inside of a big boy's body. Boo-hoo. Yeah, nah. How attractive is that? How attractive is that? If that persona was pushed aside and people saw the real person, who they really were, how many people would like that person? If that whole mask was just pushed aside, how many people would like that person? Not a whole hell of a lot. They'd see them for exactly who and what they were. A bully, an egotistical, arrogant bastard who ruins everything good in their life. They sabotage everything because of who and what they think they are. I'm going to leave this right here for you, Sag. You or your person, keep on ruining your life. You go ahead. Because when you come back in the next life, it's all going to be done to you. Come back and see me next week.